You're listening to Where You Live with Gene Sullivan.
Welcome back to Where You Live. I'm Gene Sullivan and broadcasting from the True North Painting Studios. This show is brought to you by Extreme Exteriors and American Family Insurance, the Kim Bennett Agency. As an American Family agent, Kim believes that there is so much more to insurance than the policy itself. It's about providing you with dependable protection and services. Kim believes that trust and credibility can't be demanded. It can only be earned by what you say and what you do. Give her a call at 651-482-1598. Tell her Gene sent you. It's time now to hear from the Minnesota Multifamily Association. The MHA Minute is brought to you by Start to Finish Maintenance Contractors. Start to Finish provides 24-hour service for all your home and business maintenance needs. Call Start to Finish today at 952-259-1219 for your home, for your business, for your peace of mind.
Some of the benefits of successful property management. Are you ready? On-time payment of rent, improved resident quality, stabilized income, reduced turnover, controlled expenses, improved financial performance, less property wear and tear, allowance for property improvements, enhanced property value, being proactive, not reactive, better relationships with neighbors, fewer police calls, creating a community, being a great neighbor. These are some of the benefits of good property management. And whether you run a townhome association or you are renting out your condo, duplex, or 100-plus unit building, membership with the Minnesota Multi-Housing Association gives you the tools you need to run your business effectively while minimizing the headaches. Don't be a good landlord, be a great one. Visit www.mmha.com. That's two M's, mmha.com.
For our last story here today, before we call it a close here on the show, we have got something that's coming out of the state of Louisiana. There is a condominium association that's suing the children of a deceased homeowner who lived at the homeowner association, seeking a little over $5,000 in unpaid dues. In Gretna, Louisiana, a condominium association is suing the daughters of a deceased condo owner for non-payment of dues. The Fountain Court Condominium Association filed a suit against the sisters Elizabeth Keene Valenti and Deborah Keene Butler in their capacity as co-trustees of the revocable living trust of their mother, Catherine Skelding Keene. Now, the Fountain Court Condominium Association claims that the defendants owe them an unpaid balance of $5,000.84 in back association assessments. And the association asserts that despite demand for the unpaid balance, the defendants have failed to make any payments. What some people were upset about when they heard about this is they said, oh, wait a minute here. The mother owns the unit, and how is it that the association now can turn around and sue the daughters? And a lot of people who have put their property in trust have done so because they felt that there's been extra protection against being sued or going at or having anybody go after you for any kind of liability. But here, the daughters found that here they are in a lawsuit with the association. How could this be? Well, there's a couple of things that I think it's good to understand about this whole situation. You know, over the last few years, there have probably been all kinds of infomercials and other commercials and people talking about the importance of putting your property in a trust and how that can protect all your assets. Unfortunately, people are given just about enough information to become dangerous. And you got to realize that there's some things that you need to do to really protect yourself. And I think a couple things that come to my mind about this story. Number one, if it is the case that the mother died and her estate owed this money, no, the association should not be going after the daughters. They should be going after the estate. On the other hand, if we're talking about the daughters who are wishing to keep it, because they're using it themselves for their own purpose for living, or they're using it to rent out, and they're using it as an income stream. Well, you know what? You can't protect yourselves from not paying the obligation or responsibility, because whoever the owner is of the home entered into a contractual agreement with all the other owners in that condominium association saying, hey, look, we're going to provide necessary services to you. We're going to provide the heat, the water. We're going to make sure that things are taken care of. The asphalt is seal coated. The hallways are carpeted ever so often, that there's fresh paint ever so often in the hallways too. Make this a nice place to live. And because of that, you've got a responsibility. And so if they were, on the other hand, thinking that by going into a trust, that they could if they thought that they could get out of these expenses or liabilities, well, no, they can't, because if a person is doing anything that's not acting in good faith, but are acting criminal, where they are taking something purposely and with the desire not to make any payments, no, that kind of shield or protection can be broken all the time. You need to know and understand what you're going to be responsible for. And just because you put your property in a trust and you think that you're doing something that's going to protect you, you need to understand. And one of the things I would say is, don't do it alone. Don't do it yourself. Don't just get these kits and try and save a few bucks. Go to an attorney. Get things done correctly. I remember a couple years ago at one property, we had a person who thought they could do plumbing themselves. And when they called the city, they said, hey, in my home, can I do plumbing myself without getting a licensed contractor? And they said, sure, go ahead and do that. What they failed to tell the city inspector, though, was that they lived in an association. And when now you have a unit that is possibly affecting other people, which it did. This place flooded beyond belief. You can't do it yourself. You need to have a plumber. So you need to know what you need to do, and don't just get enough information and become dangerous. Hey, that's all the time we've got for today's show. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, and I look forward to seeing you here next Saturday on Where You Live. Bye.